Hey guys, welcome back to Diving Deep in Thought. You're here with Elias, and today I want to talk to you guys about Stoic philosophy. This is something I've been reading about for a few years now, and I just want to share some concepts with you guys and a bit of brief history about it, just to signify the importance it has had on my life. So, Stoic philosophy was originated 300 years before Christ by Zeno. He was a very rich man from Cyprus who lost all his wealth and became very poor. And upon becoming poor, he looked inwards, he looked internally, and he learnt from Socrates and built up his own philosophy called the Stoic philosophy. The Stoic philosophy is basically redirecting your point of view or attention from looking at the world, which is reacting. So you're reacting to everything, so it's all external. It's taking the attention that away from you and into the world, your perspective, and not facing it in. So you're externally being validated. And what Stoic philosophy does is, through virtue, temperance, and self-control, allows you to gain control over yourself. Rather than focusing outwards, is to focus inwards, and basically is a path of self-development. So Stoic philosophy is all about taking away the preoccupations we have for the external world. What would they think about me? What's this person? You have to buy the next best car to fit in with everyone else. So it's going from a reactive person to a proactive person. Reactive being something outside of you has control over you, and you are reacting. You are feeding into this external hunger, this external need outside of you. You're feeding the monster outside of you rather than cultivating the inner self, the higher, stronger sense of self, which is personal development. And this comes down to a few different areas that you've got to focus on. Firstly, it's very difficult for us to not care and buy into what the world expects from us. And this is from our parents, friends, our partner, what society is deemed to be normal at that age. So these are all external pressures that are making us react rather than it's making us reactive rather than being proactive. Proactive is doing something internally. So it's all about doing things for yourself, but it doesn't make the Stoic philosophy self-centered. It's actually quite the opposite. Because it is only when you fill yourself with gratitude, with love, self-assurance, confidence, you can only give that back. And by being on this path, or being on the path of self-development, which is the Stoic philosophy, what ends up happening is you give more than you've ever given, because you're coming from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. So most people are acting out of a place of, I don't have enough, I need more. The more I have, the better I'll feel. They're coming from a feeling point of view, whereas the Stoic philosophy is not about how you feel. It doesn't really, it's not an Epicurean, where Epicurean lifestyle is all about the emotions and the pleasure senses, and you're just pleasure seeking all the time. You only do what makes you feel good. Think of the path you would have to follow if everything you did made you feel good. Think of what food you'd be eating. Would you really go to the gym? Would you really help other people? Does it always feel good to help other people? And you will never give something you don't have. Ever. So if you don't have that love, nurturing, self-assurance within you, how can you ever give that? Because you don't know what that's going to feel for the next person. Whereas if you have that Stoic philosophy of, I can't control the events around me, but I can control how I react to them, it keeps you more stable. And when you're more stable and less reactive and less frequently changing your emotion with the high spikes and the low spikes. You got to remember, every time you feel good, you're always going to feel bad straight after, because when the dopamine hit comes up, it'll come down, and then it'll feed the monster outside of you, and you have more to prove to everyone, more and more and more. And the idea behind this is, outside of you, you will never, ever, ever come to peace with the external world that's evolving. Ever. No matter how much money you make, no matter what possessions you buy, no matter how much power you have, somebody out there is beating you. So think about that. No matter what you do and how hard you work, somebody out there is working against you. And that is healthy competition to a person who wants to progress. But it is not healthy to a person who wants to compete against that person to take that position. Because you're not fulfilled within yourself, you want to take his position. You want to have a partner like this person. You want to have this much money. Think of all these variables you're fighting against, rather than being self-assured, satisfying your needs, and when your needs are met, you satisfy the needs around you. So it's all about not controlling the bigger world outside of you and wasting your energy there, but cultivating and directing your energy within. And when you do that, by doing things for yourself, which is like going to the gym, reading, educating, meditating, gratitude journaling, taking care of your own family, starting small, when you take care of your family in your home and you've got everything, down packed, like everything's just happening and you've got control over it, that is the most powerful thing you can do. That'll give you enough confidence to radiate outwards, rather than, I want to look like this so people see me as this identity, but then it's at the expense of my family. I'm spending money to satisfy the needs of the world rather than my world. And this is really, really powerful stuff. It directs a lot more energy into the areas you need it, and it allows you to feel more fulfilled within yourself. And when you feel more fulfilled, you're going to spread that to people. It is going to be so fucking powerful when you can see that by feeding yourself first, everybody around you will feed off your energy, your presence, your strength, your temperance, everything. And all it comes down to is a bit of self-control, living without for a bit to build yourself up. And then when you're there, man, let me tell you, it's quite a ride. So guys, this is my video for today, introducing you to a simpler version to one of the older videos I had, which is really long, which is, going probably a bit too deep for some people. But this is a very surface level video for you guys, just to give you a taste of the Stoic philosophy concept, and that it's directing the attention from the external world to the internal world, so that we can fortify a kingdom within that is unshakable. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and enjoy your evening or morning or whatever time of day you're listening to this. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.